Hello everyone and welcome into Rose Field for the final series before the All-Star break between the Panthers and the Cougars. It's a story of two tales here. Got an 8-year-old, youngest player in the league, and a 58-year-old, oldest player in the league today. That should be a fun one nonetheless. Logan Christie getting loose on the mound. He'll be the game one starter for the Panthers. Jackson Albers will lead it off. Cougars without Dalby for game one. It is expected. So Albers will lead it off. Had a great series last time here against the Extreme. Jackson Albers looking to continue his success on the borderline of being an all-star this year. We'll see how that goes. No count today. We're a little undermanned here in the booth, but here we go nonetheless. Carson Rose in right. Jason Rose in left. Logan Christie on the mound. Jackson Albers rocking a sick pencil bat to open it up. Yes, he did. Hit him, but he did go. Strike one for the Panthers. Christie looking good early on. That is 2 strikes early on in the count for Logan Christie. He looks sharp last time out against the Diamonds in one of the greatest, if not the greatest, series in Big League Wiffle Ball history. Here is Albers digging in. Off the hand or the bat? We do not know. Outside. Did that get the top? I don't think it did. But we've got a full count early on here. Cougars, like we said, missing Dalby early on here in game one. And the Panthers without the sweet swinging Mason Ferris, as Albers steps in on a full count pitch right here. And that is tipped into the zone 4. Strike 3, Christie in the low 70s to start this one off. And here comes Reed Ross. After missing Slate 2, he's back. We don't know how many times we'll see him to end the season. He's got a quick bat. If he connects, that ball is going to go a long ways. That ball is gone, just as we said it. We called it. First hit of the season. He was 10 up, 10 down with 10 strikeouts until that moment. But he was due. Reed Ross, home run to center. And the Cougars have a 1-0 lead here in game one. And here we go. It sets up an unbelievable matchup between Easton Miranda, who's half the size of the strike zone, and Logan Christie. And an early 2-strike count. This is Jackson Albers' brother. He's filling in for Randy Dalby today. We saw him get 2 at-bats against the Extreme. He fouled one off to left field. This is a cool sight we're seeing. No, he did not. Christie tried to get him up top. If Easton can get a hit here, this place was going to explode. What a hit from Reed Ross. That's his first home run in quite some time here in Big League Wiffle Ball. That is strike 3. He's got a good swing. Unlucky. 2 outs now. Here comes Jackson Albers, trying to pad the lead. Help himself. He'll be the probable game one starter for the Cougars. No, he did not up high. Christie and Albers are familiar with one another. They faced off in the 1v1 Cup. A lot of hits in that matchup. It was a 5-4 ball game. They've seen each other quite a bit. Here we go. It's a hot day here at Rosefield. Upper 90s. Albers digging in right here. Nice take from Albers. 4-1 count now. Good swing, just a little up high. We've got a full count to Jackson Albers. Started this game with a strikeout. Trying to battle back right here. Here we go. That is strike 3 at 70 miles an hour. That looked quick. Christie rarely runs it up that high, but did right there. And we head to the bottom of the first. Cougars lead it 1-0 on an early Reed Ross bomb here at Rosefield. In the meantime, while Albers gets warmed up, I'm going to put everyone on notice before this series begins. Carson Rose, 9 hits away from 100 in his career. Could be a big day for him. See, Luke Rose jumped up to 85 hits after his dominant performance where he started 14 for 15 against the Extreme, something we've never seen in this league. Jankowski having a 20-hit season already. And Brody Livingston in 5th. We'll stay tuned. Check out these all-time leaderboards and current leaderboards throughout the day. Well, we are ready. Carson Rose will lead it off. Reed Ross in left. Easton Miranda in right. Excuse me. Ross in right. Miranda in left. And Carson Rose up to bat. Fresh off a big series against the Diamonds. He's familiar with Albers. These two faced each other a couple times. Visited York, Pennsylvania together. Competed in a national championship as Rose goes back up the middle. Ross makes the play as well as Albers at first. That's a ground out. 1 out in the inning. Good defense from the Cougars. Like we were talking about, those two, a lot of familiarity. And here comes Christie. And speaking of familiarity, these two know each other well as well. Christie trying to help his cause. Down 1-0 early here. Albers with a nice screwball right on the dot at 70. 1-1 count now. Here we go. Inside. Christie's had a good season at the plate. Looks very, very solid. Ahead in the count right here. Panthers sporting their black uniforms today, while Cougars rocking their whites. First time for both of these teams this year. Christie had a pitch to hit right there. He knows it. Albers hung a screwball right there. It is 3-2 now. And that is just disgusting. Jackson Albers, he's been working on that pitch. Little knuckle drop for strike 3. And here comes the madman, Jason Rose. First time not seeing a lefty, and once again, these two are familiar with one another. Faced off in Big League Wiffle Ball's rec division. Was that low? That was low. Albers wants this one. You can tell. Rose trying to get something started for his team. Up high, 2-0 now. Jason Rose versus Jackson Albers. Big League Wiffle Ball 2025. What a matchup we have here. Up high, 3-0 now. Rose has yet to reach base in his Big League Wiffle Ball career, and he is up 4-0, trying to turn the lineup over for his team. A lot of good takes. And when these two faced off in, I believe it was Salt River Fields, spring training home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, As Rose goes to the left side of the batter's box, trying to intimidate him. He is a switch hitter. Yeah. He is a switch hitter, for those that do not know. 2 strikes now. Left side of the batter's box now working out for him. He's clearly in his... The Albers is ahead. Did that get it? Yes, it did. Albers battles back from 4-0. Rose's tactics do not work out. And he's snubbed of his first base runner in his career. 1, 2, 3, go the Panthers. As we head to the top of the second, Logan Christie seemingly ready to go. He's one of the quickest pitchers in this league. And it'll be Reed Ross to lead it off for Coastal Cougars. Ross had a big fly and a bullet at bat in his last at bat. And another big swing, just dangerous swing. So we're getting word Dolby is on his way. Nice pitch from Christie, got the bottom corner. It was low. So 2-1 count. Two 2-1 to Ross. He's one of the better hitters in the state. That ball is off the trees in left. It's going to trickle down. He calls it unplayable. That is a triple. Reed Ross is having a day. And it is an early runner for the Coastal Cougars. Runner on third here in the top of the second. Panthers chirping with one another. Ross did not get all of that kind of off the hands, but he's got such a big swing that it did some damage. Here's Easton Miranda. Fourth at bat of his career. We'll see if the little man can get in Christie's head. Good swing from Miranda. He connects with that. We could see some fireworks here. Once upon a time in Big League Wiffle Ball, we had Barrett Livingston in the league. I think he was a 9-year-old when he joined. Had some big moments. He actually had a home run off his brother. Here's Easton trying to match that. Oh, and he looks at strike 3. Can't blame him right there. Upset with it. 1 out now for the Cougars. We do expect them to be without Randy Dalby for this entire game. He probably will join us, depending on how fast this is, early on in Game 2 or towards the end of Game 1. We'll see. Here's Albers, trying to help his cause. Rose playing in. He looks like he's going to go 4. Then Albers, is that going to spin back fair? It will not. Stays foul. An early strike. Christie does a good job to get ahead. Albers. It's a good job to put bat on ball. Nice pitch from Christie. A little low. Little riser change on that one. Up high. Bought it all the way up to 69. Radar looks like it's reading a little quick today. And that is a nice little 2-seam from Logan Christie. He is ahead of the count. 2-2 now. Cougars, Panthers. Here we go. Christie and Albers. 2-2. Up high. 3-2. That is strike 3 right by Jackson Albers. He strikes him out for the 3rd time today. And there are 2 outs now for Reed Ross. What do the Panthers want to do right here? They're going to pitch to him. They got Easton Miranda on deck, but they're going to go at Ross. Interesting decision. Don't know if he's been walked in his career. That was a big swing from Reed Ross. Christie's not phased, though. up high. That ball is hit in play. Rose is playing back, no play at first. And Reed Ross is 3 for 3. And it is a 2-0 game. They brought the defense back. And it did not help out. Reed Ross with his third hit after starting the season 0 for 10. An RBI for him. He's looking good. Easton with a good swing. 2 outs now. 2 runners home for the Cougars in this big series. It's 3-3 versus 2-4. Easton with a big swing. Good swing, but not enough. The Panthers strand a runner, but the Cougars get one more on a Reed Ross triple and single. And we head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 is our score. Panthers trailing. Panthers are no strangers to comebacks. So we're going to head on over to Instagram to stream this game 1. Looks really good against the Diamonds. It's a different story from what we saw when they faced the Altitude. Albert says he's good. Here we go. Jackson Albers, Carson Rose. Leading us off. Inside on a little slider. Good pitch from Albers. Good pitch again. Albers ahead 0-2 now. Panthers bats really struggle against Andrew Leday, like the majority of the league has. But following that, they woke up against the Desert Diamonds, had a bunch of runs in that series. But that is absolutely disgusting. That is one of the best pitches, if not the best pitch in the league at the moment. Jackson Albers, 3 straight, carves up Rose. Nothing you can do about that. And here comes Logan Christie, trying to get something started for his team. 1 out here in the inning. It is 2-0 Cougars. Here in the bottom of the second. Good big swing from Christie. Better pitch from Albers. Jackson Albers. There's been a lot of talk on whether he's the ace, whether Dolby's the ace. I had him on the podcast. He said there is no ace on this team. He's looking really sharp here for his team. He's making a case why he should be the ace for the Coastal Cougars. He's the captain nonetheless. And Christie with the big fly. It's got enough juice. No, it does not. It came back.
That's over the fence, dude.
No, it came back. So it is unplayable.
Over the fence. It was over the
That is correct. That is correct. That is a home run. It was not over the leaves, but it cleared the left field fence. Little tricky situation. Christie with the big fly. That was destroyed. It is 2-1 here. Panthers cut into the lead. Logan Christie making his mark. Here's Jason Rose. What a hit from Christie. Absolutely destroyed that ball. Good swing from Rose. Better pitch from Albers. Sort of jammed him right there. And you know what is coming right here. Albers really throwing that on a 2-strike count. If he can get that, throw that any time in the count, he's going to be a dangerous pitcher. Rose and Albers. Nice take. Good pitch from Albers. this hot day here in Arizona. No, he didn't. Did it hit? No, he did not. 3-2 now. Works the count back. Carson Rose on deck. Both teams rocking 3-man lineups. Jason Rose and Albers. Go ahead, take inside, and we have a full count here. 2-1 ball game. 1 out. Up high, and Jason Rose is on base for the first time in his career. Works back from an 0-2 count. And about his 5th or 6th at bat, he is finally on base. The undrafted free agent. The Panthers have something here in the second. Here comes Carson Rose. Grounded out his first time up. And last time up, Albers was just throwing darts. He looks like he's tuning it up when he sees Rose. Like we said, these two went to York, Pennsylvania together. Finished second in the U17 National Championship. Rose pitched well in that series, in that tournament rather. Albers hit well. It wasn't enough. Oh, Rose with a big swing, little slider, riser, kind of what we saw from Ania Sandoval in the last series. We have a 2-2 count now. Good pitch from Albers. Buries a screw on Carson Rose. He's struggling with Albers here. 2 outs now for the big hitter, Logan Christie. We'll see what Cougars do, how patient they are with him. No, he did not. Inside. Big swing from Christie, much like what we saw at the end of the at-bat against Rose. Buries a screw. Albers doing a good job with that. Any higher and that ball might be gone. That ball is hit, not coming back, just missed it. 2 strikes now. Albers trying to work out of this inning. 2-1 ball game, runner on first. Good take, good pitch from Albers. Inside, that got it. That is strike 3. What a pitch from Jackson Albers. And in this quick game, we are headed into the top of the 3rd. Cougars trying to extend their lead. Panthers will have a chance to walk it off. 2-1 is our score. Here we go. Christie is ready. And Albers is ready to lead it off here. That ball is hit up the middle. Does not get out, but that's going to be a triple for Jackson Albers. The ball disappeared into the Oleanders. And Jackson Albers, his first hit of the series, helps himself out on the mound. And here is the dangerous Reed Ross. We saw Luke Rose start his series about like 19 for 20. Ross is 3 for 3 today. Much like what we saw in the first inning of last game. That got the bat. There's a leadoff triple for the Cougars here in the top of the 3rd. Our scenario, top 3. Reed Ross at the plate. Nobody out. Cougars lead at 2-1. Nice pitch from Logan Christie. Got the outside corner. That is another good pitch from Christie. Elevated on that one. Ross chased. 1 out now for Easton. Just a sight to see here. Easton Miranda. Can you record his first hit? Big swing from the little man. Just missed it. Outside from Christie. Doesn't look phased necessarily. One count here. Good pitch, good swing at 62 miles an hour. Christie trying to battle, and that got the corner. Tough pitch. Good swings for Miranda, though. There are 2 outs now for Jackson Albers. Nice pitch from Christie. Took some off right there. Up high. Story of this one, Reed Ross home run, triple, and a single. Spent all the offense for the Cougars. Christie had a home run for the Panthers. We are in the top of the third. Panthers trying to get out of a jam, which started with an Albers triple. There's Logan Christie on the mound. Expect him to throw a lot of pitches today. And in the bottom half of this inning, we'll have Jason Rose leading it off for Panthers. Down low. Just missed the zone. 3-2 now. Jackson Albers. That ball is just fouled back. Albers missed one. Here we go. 3-2. Popped up to Rose. Can he make the play? He cannot. He was tracking. Rose doesn't play much outfield. He might be asked to play in the outfield next season for his baseball team, and that was not a promising play from Carson Rose. Did not make the play in right, and that's going to cost his team a run. 3-0 now. Cougars have scored in every single frame today. And here's Ross. It's really important to limit the damage here. That was a big run, too. Solo shot will not tie it now. Albers does a job. Much like with Ross, a single and a triple. The only offense this inning for his team. Hello? We've got some guests in the booth. If you're looking for a more extensive broadcast, check out our YouTube channel where we've got full scoreboard, full production, and more. Reed, can you that is a walk. First and second now. Hey, okay, it's fine. I'll do it after this. So here we go. Albers on second. Big spot here for the Panthers. Trying to battle out of it. Just did. What a swing from the little man. Big swing. One of the better swings in this league. Up high, he's chased. Really a good performance from Miranda here in game one. And that is strike 3. Really on it, just missing a little bit. Notable part of that frame, Reed Ross recorded a walk. Something we don't see often. And we go to the bottom of the third. Last call for the Panthers, trying to come back from a 3-1 deficit in a game without Randy Dalby. Carson, can you double record? Thank you. And it'll be Jason Rose to lead it off for the Panthers. Came into this series dealing with a wrist injury. We'll see how that goes for him. Albers trying to close it out. The Cougars had problems closing out their opening day matchup, game 3. They choked the lead in that one. We'll see what happens here. 3-1 Cougars. Bottom of the last. Here's Rose. Strike one on the outside corner. He wanted that one. We'll see if Albers throws that pitch again. Rose chases one in the dirt. Tough pitch right there. The duel of Carson Rose and Logan Christie's been really solid for this Panthers team. Jason Rose did a good job last inning turning over the lineup. See if he can get on right here. Inside, he wears one on the back. Good swing, better pitch. Jackson Albers on the outside corner gets Jason Rose on a strikeout. One out here in the last. Cougars trying to close it out. They're going to have to go through Carson Rose and Logan Christie. Two tough bats for the Panthers. Rose just looks like he's due. Just missing. Albers throwing like a sort of a cutter right there. Weird pitch from Jackson Albers. Rose puts that one in play. It is fouled off. Might have been off him as well. We're not sure. Almost had a little Joey Jankowski single right there. He is down 0-2 in the count against Albers. You know what to expect when it's 0-2 and Jackson Albers is on the mound. The knuckle drop gets Carson Rose to chase. 2 outs. Christie trying to start a rally for his team. 3-1 ball game. This game is not over yet. Christie's going to have to extend it for his squad. Did that get it? Yes, it did. Nice pitch from Albers. Really dealing here. Big swing, better pitch from Jackson Albers. There are 2 outs now. Panthers trying to avoid dropping to 2-5 on the season. And he gets him to chase. That ball did not come back. Panthers drop game 1. And we head to game 2. Cougars win it 3-1. We welcome you into Game 2 here. A Big League Wiffle Balls matchup between the Coastal Cougars and Pacific Panthers. Heading into today, the storyline was a lot of familiarity, and the Cougars prevailed in Game 1 behind a Reed Ross home run. Jackson Albers had an RBI, as well as a run in that one. 3-1 was our score. And here we are in Game 2. It's always still yet to show. Is expected to be here momentarily. But for the meantime, it's going to be Jackson Albers back on the mound.
Logan, I can still play defense?
If there's an injury.
Okay.
The Panthers will have an interesting decision to make. Are you batting too?
We're gonna hit two. Let's see what I feel swings here. I'm cool with that.
Well, no, because then when Randy's here, they have to sub him in for one of those two. And I think the Panthers are going to hit two. The normal announcer is actually playing in this series. So, sorry we've got the B team here, but here we go. Carson Rose started off for the Panthers against Jackson Albers. Rose looks like he pulled out a little on that one. See if he's okay. As Dalby shows up. Should be subbed into this game on the offensive side of things shortly. Albers on the mound, Rose at the plate. Like we said, Cougars won Game 1. Panthers and Carson Rose just with a rocket up the middle. He's going to stretch it to second. Now he's going back to first. Good rip from Carson. Dalby has arrived. Maybe just in time for this Cougars team. Here we go. Here is Logan Christie. Had a big fly in Game 1. That's Carson Rose's first hit. And Christie rips one to left. Carson stretching it to third. He will get in there safely. Christie with a double and an early strike for the Panthers. As we mentioned, the injury is going to keep Jason Rose out. It has been approved by the league. It is a legit injury. He tried to play through it in Game 1. It's a wrist injury for Rose. So second and third for the Panthers. Early offense for this team. Seeing Albers for the second straight game. Rose with a big hack. Just missed that one. Here we go. Second and third. 0-1 count to Carson Rose. Here's Albers on the mound for a second consecutive game. Rose waves at one, much like what we saw from Logan Christie. Carson pops it up. Does it get out? It does not. Into the dirt, and Christie's going to score. First and third is the result of that one. 1-0 is our score. Interesting base running from Rose and older Rose. 1-0 here. Panthers strike first. Carson with his second hit of the game. They're going to switch on the base paths. It's an RBI for Carson. Here comes Christie. This lineup is going to get a lot tougher with just these two. Unfortunately, Ferris is not here. Down low. You can see in the left side of the frame, Dalby getting ready to go. Expect him to be in the lineup for his team. Panthers trying to even up this series. And it is a series that's going to have major standings implications. The Panthers 2-5 on the year. Cougars now 4-3. But the winner of this series will have the tiebreaker over the other team. What a pitch from Jackson Albers. That might have clipped some grass on the way up. Skimmed the ground the entire way. 1 out now. And here's Rose. Now 7 hits away. He's counting down. Albers and Rose. Carson had a pitch to hit. Albers hung that one right there. He just missed it, though. 1 out, first and third. That was right down the middle. Cutter cut just a little bit, but we would have liked it to cut a little more. There are 2 strikes now on Carson Rose. Albers really trying to navigate this situation and get out of this jam. First and third. Panthers need to score a couple more. Rose waves at a 62-mile-an-hour slider. Good luck from Albers. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Panthers. Though they have a 1-0 lead, they're going to need a lot more here. Randa in left. Dalby ready to go. Will it be the end of Easton's day at the plate? We shall see. Oh, and a big swing. Albers just got that enough outside. One now. Down low. What a weird look from Albers. We don't know what that was. Looked like a finger ball of some sort. Man, the Panthers are just waving at that slide rise every time. 2-2 now to Logan Christie. 3 straight hits opened up this frame, but Albers trying to battle back and end it, and that he does. That is out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the first. Panthers strand 2, but they do get 1. It'll be Logan Christie back on the mound for the Panthers. Here we go. And it will be Randy Dalby to lead it off. His team won a game without him. To open this series, a big win for them. Here's Dalby against Christie. These two faced off in the 1v1 Cup. I think it was semifinals. And Dalby wastes no time, hitting one up the middle for a triple. Randy Dalby, welcome back. Welcome to Big League Wiffle Ball. That is a triple for Randy Dalby. In the meantime, look at this year's batting average leaders, because in 4th is Randy Dalby. Hitting .440 on the year, and that hit will surely boost his average. Albers had a big swing at that one. And with the addition of Dalby, this lineup just got a lot scary, especially the way Ross is playing. And just like that, the lead has evaporated for the Jackson Albers double on a really good pitch from Christie. Looked like a changeup. Albers just got ahead of that one. Albers with the 2nd RBI of the day. Oh. Here we go. We got a 1-1 ball game here. for Reed Ross. This Cougars lineup came into the year being one of the most scary in the league. And they're proving it today. Rose trying to make a play. That he does. Ross got under that one. 1 out now. 1-1 ball game. Back to the top of the order for the Cougars. Ross looked good. Had a home run in his first game. 3 hits as well. Here's Randy Dalby up high. Got him to chase. Had a good hack at that one. Dalby's brother, Jonathan Dalby, had a big series himself. 2 bombs on the day on Saturday to help the Wolves sweep the Extreme. See if Randy can continue it today. Down low, couldn't get him to chase with that one. Outside. You can tell Christie just turns it up when he faces off Randy. We're seeing it here. 2 of the better wiffle ball players in the Southwest. Dalby, one of the best players in the country of all time. 2 strikes on him. And that is strike 3, right by 72 for out number 2. We'll see if the Panthers can do something similar to what the Cougars did. Get out of a jam here. Jackson Albers, who had the lone RBI. Here we go. Ross on second, trying to find some insight, not working out for him. 1-1 now. Down low. Inside 3-1. Look at Jackson Albers. Question has been if he could throw strikes, and today he's done a great job. Really the whole season. It was just last year a couple of pickups. That ball is just smoked up the middle. Ross is going to test the arm, and he is going to be safe. Albers will not go 3. Stand-up double for Jackson Albers on a ball that was absolutely tattooed. Here we go. Jackson Albers gives his team the early advantage. 2nd hit of the game. I believe it's his 3rd hit of the series. 4th hit of the series. Ross off the tree. And the Cougars are getting to Christie here. Sorry, we're going to update the scoreboard really quick. 2-1. Is our score. Cougars lead it. We said coming into this series there'd be a lot of offense, and we've seen that. Ross. And if he connects with that, that ball's going to the moon. Nice pitch from Christie. Trying to give his team a chance. With their 2-man lineup, they're going to have a lot of opportunities between their 2 best players. Christie up the middle. Rose is going to be there. At first, he missed the bag. Bad defense from the Panthers. Carson Rose was slow to get over to first, and it's going to cost him a hit. And an opportunity to get out of the jam. And their reward is they have to face Randy Dalby right here. With runners on 1st and 3rd. Tough break for Christie. Rose has not played a lot of first in his career, if ever. There's no excuse for that. 2 outs for Dalby. Look outside from Christie. 1-1. Up the middle. Christie's going to get it, and he's going to take it himself. We're not making that mistake this time. Logan Christie with a nice play. Barehanded snag. And it is 2-1 going to the top of the second. A lot of offense here in this one. Carson Rose will lead it off for the Panthers. Here we go. Albert's going to remain on the mound. We expect Alwood to get the start in Game 3. Rose lays off. He's been swinging at that one all day, so that must feel good to lay off right there. Down low, 2-0 now. Panthers have been no strangers to comebacks. Just ask the Desert Diamonds. They're going to need to come back if they want to have a chance to win this series. Big pitch, big swing. Buries a screw once again. Good job from Albers. 2-1 now. Good take outside. Good lead from Rose. 4-1 now. Looked like he was taken all the way, and that he was. Ball 5. Christy, can you move the camera to the left a little? This one back here. Just tilt it to your... There you go. Thank you. Leadoff man is on for the Panthers, and here comes Logan Christie. Had a big fly in Game 1, and man, that is a pitch to hit. That was right down the middle. What? Weird pitch from Albers. Looks like he went to a little knuckle curve from a sidearm angle, something like that. Looked like a banana ball. Good pitch from Jackson Albers. So he's ahead 0-2 against Logan Christie right here. A lot of options Albers has. And that is strike 3 right on the corner, right on the gun. That's 73. 1 out now. You get behind in the count against Albers, it's just so tough. Rose with a little dinker out of play. Trying to do his best Joey Jankowski impression. Huh? Here we go. 1 out, 1 on. You're on this Tuesday afternoon. Outside goes Albers. Big swing, big pitch. He's back in the count at 2-2. 1-2, sorry. Corrected. Inside. Albers has really gotten to more of a sidearm angle with that knuckle drop. There he goes up top. 3-2 now. Rose smiles. It was York, Pennsylvania, where Albers was introduced to the fast pitch world of wiffle ball. Didn't have his best outing, but surely will be back. Rose holds up. Full count. Rose fouls it off on a little check swing right there. Big pitch right here. The difference between 2 on and 2 out. 2-1 ball game. Popped up back to the pitcher. He is not going to make the play, and We're going to do it all again.
What?
It'll be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Rose is doing a good job here. We rarely see at-bats go this long. But it is full. Albers outside. That is ball 5. First and second now for Christie. Here we go. First and second, 1 out. Biggest spot so far in this game is Logan Christie up at bat. That ball is tattooed in the right. Rose is going to score. It is not unplayable. We can see the ball. 2-2 ball game. Can't just throw up the hands if the ball's right there. Unplayable does not work like that.
Did he throw his hands up?
Threw his hands up.
If he threw his hands up, that's enough.
The ball's right there.
He threw his hands up. Calling it unplayable.
Is he? Oh, he didn't go to second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did call it unplayable. Fair enough. It's encouraged we don't do that. 1 out now. Second and third. Interesting situation. 2-2 ball game. Logan Christie comes through with a double. After Carson Rose had back-to-back walks. And here we go. 1 out. Panthers trying to retake the lead. You're going to need a lot of runs with this Cougars lineup. 3-0 now. 74 as well. First warning for Jackson Albers. Unusual start time today at Rosefield. Very rare we play on a Tuesday afternoon, but summer's here and times are going to get a little different. Ross chirping him in right. Rose chirping Albers. Second and third, 1 out. Outside. Albers in danger of loading the bases right here. What's the count? 4-1 count. 2-2 ball game. Got a good one here in game 2. Jason Rose on second. Logan Christie on third. Rose looks like he's taken all the way, and he does. 3 straight walks to Carson Rose. Having a good game, too. He's got on 5 of 6 times, actually. And the bases are now loaded for Logan Christie. Big spot. Biggest spot in this game so far. The Panthers look to come back. Christie had a good swing at that one. Riser just floated on the ground. Early strike right there. Albers tries to go to the bender. Doesn't get it to come back. So it's 1-1. Rose talking to him in center. Potentially trying to get in his head as he wears one in the chest. That does not feel good. Big spot right here. 2-1. Facing a tough hitter. 3-1. With the 5 balls here in Big League Wiffle Ball, 3-run is really a 2-1 count. So, not always out of it. But, certainly not a good situation to be in if you're Jackson Albers. And it is right down the middle. On a little cutter. 3-2 now. Big pitch. Strike 3 on the gun. 73 on the dot. Albers works back from it just like we said. Now we've got 2 outs. Bases loaded. 2-2 ball game. In the top of the second for Carson Rose. Force outs all around. Here's Rose. Where's one off the leg? That's 72. Albers has done a really good job with the speed limit this year. Struggled with it last year, but he's really mastered it towards the end of this season. Rose puts it in play, and he gets the out at home. Not a lot of speed on the base paths for the Panthers. And they're going to strand the bases loaded with only one out. Unfortunate situation, but it is a fielder's choice for Carson Rose. We head to the bottom of the second, where we have a tie ball game at 2-2. Right now, we're going to take the opportunity to look at what's up next in Big League Wiffle Ball, and it will be the All-Star break. All-Star voting should come out tomorrow. Albers, you're leading off. Yeah, there we go. And it will be a heavily contested race between some of the league veterans and not. Here we go. Bottom of the second, Jackson Albers is up. Logan Christie in his fifth inning of work. Good pitch at 64. Looked like he changed it up right there. Had a little tail to that one. Good look from Logan Christie. Here we go. Outside, just missed it. It's been important for the Panthers to get the leadoff man out. Cougars have struck first in their last couple of innings. Actually have scored in every single frame today. Carson Rose finally makes a play in right. Does not do his best Luke Rose impression. Squeezes the ball. And an early out for the Panthers. That ball might have been in the Oleanders a couple years ago, but with the renovations here at Rose Field, that is a pop out. And here comes Reed Ross. Had a big day at the plate, and whoa. Can we help you? A little folded right there. 1-1 now. Ross a big swinger in this league. That ball is destroyed into left off the wall. Rose is going to try to get him at second. Carson Rose is not there. He's going 3. And we're going to take a look at that. I think he slid into the base before it hit him. That's the call on the field. But we can take a look at that. We will be right back. And after review, he is safe. That's going to be a double stretching to third for Reed Ross. Continues his big day at the plate. Now 5 hits on the day. Lazy defense from the Panthers. A little disappointed right there. And here comes Randy Dalby. 1 out for Dalby. Christie being careful. And the changeup right there. Rose playing way in. Trying to get the play at home. Dalby, it's foul. Ross was staying home right there. It would have been interesting if Rose let it play out. 2-1 is our count. Panthers can limit the runs here. This could be a big opportunity to score in the next frame. 3-1 now. Up high 4-1. Do have a couple of bases open. We'll see what they do. That is ball 5. It's Randy Dalby. So first and third, 1 out for Jackson Albers. He's 2 for 3 in this game, 2 doubles. In the last game, he was 3 for 5. A home run away from the series cycle. Albers has looked really good at the plate against Logan Christie. Popped up. Rose cannot see it. Does not make the play. What is going on with the Panthers defense? Parson Rose, he won Gold Glove last year, and the award has nearly been stripped. We might as well take his Gold Glove from last year away. Straight into the sun, but got to make that play if you're the Panthers. That is another run on some bad defense. 3-2 now. That ball is gone. Reed Ross, his second home run of the game, and we have a 6-2 ball game. Panthers defense cost him right there. And Ross with a big fly, his second of the game. 6-2 game. Here comes Dalby. Inside, good take. Ross with it was a 3-run shot. Albers had an RBI. It was a 2-run shot. Excuse me, 3-run shot. So 6-2 is our score. Still only 1 out here in the second. Rose dealing with the sun and right, but it's a play you got to make if you're the Panthers. They do not have Mason Ferris here today, who's been the best fielder in the league. Definitely has hurt them today, but there they are. Where's the outside? Not giving anything to Dalby. Doesn't want to make a mistake. And that ball is popped up. Rose, can he make the play? He cannot. Into the Oleanders. Dalby's not going to go too. That's a tough play into the Oleanders. Sort of a warning track type play with the fence. We've seen Mason Ferris submerge in the Oleanders to make a play like that, but man, it is hot out and these pitchers are laboring. Christie laboring. Dalby just missed that one right there. Almost went out. It's a single. Here we go. Albers fouls it back. Had a good hack at that one. Looks like he's shortening up to his swing this year. More quick to the ball, and it's worked for him. He is now 3 for 4, and he's got 5 hits on the day. Ross with 6. Cougars bats looking sharp here. That ball is fair ball. Down the line, stayed in the foul pole. Rose calls it unplayable, and it's a triple. That ball disappeared. And the Cougars are just getting to Christie. Another bullet off the bat. Is that 6 runs? It is not. Only 5. Hooked inside of the foul pole. That was fair. And here we go. Back to the top of the order, and Reed Ross fouls it off himself. We'll see what his batting average jumps to after this series. We'll actually do that in the break. Christie shows a different look. Good look on the mound. Like we said, Ross 3 for 4 in this game. He was 3 for 4 in the last game, so 6 for 8 on the day. Now 6 for 18 on the season. So that's going to be a .333 batting average for Reed Ross. Jumped up all the way. Looked a lot better. Panthers really just look like they're playing for the mercy, which is not always the best thing you want to do. Looks like he held up right there. If you talk about, batting order, batting lineups in this league, there's some good ones. You got the altitude 3-man lineup. The Diamonds, if they cut down to a 3-man lineup, they're up there. Even with their 5-man lineup, they're up there. You look at the Cougars now, like Ross, Albers, Dalby. Even the Panthers, Christie, Carson, Ferris, like every single team is just so talented these days. The pitching's got to be that good to win you games. With the Panthers, they've only got one guy on the mound. It's tough to have Christie labor the entire way. Inside, ball 5. And Reed Ross with his second walk of the day. I don't think he had, in the 24 season, I'm not sure Reed Ross had a walk. He does right there. First and third now. Dalby. Christie gone back to his old windup. It's the Panthers. Long second inning here. 1-1 count to Dalby. (7-2) is our score. Like we said, 1 out. Ball hit and foul. Cougars are also without Henry Stratton today. Had a solid start to his season. Hitting in the 200s. Hit to the left side. Rose has no play. Unlucky break, and that is 6. 6 runs, and the frame is over. We'll see if the Panthers trying to mount a comeback here, but not looking pretty here. 8-2 is our score, going to the top of the third.
Randy's coming in.
Randy Dalby coming into the game for the Cougars.
Four or five. Watch Mr. Eckert for that retirement.
We are back. Logan Christie to lead it off for the Panthers, and Randy Dalby on the mound. Yes, he did. Dalby coming in to get the save for the Cougars. Albert's not going to play in the field this inning. Dalby with a filthy drop ball. It is 0-2. Strike 3. Dalby comes in, 3 straight pitches.
Well, it's her first one, check, so
You didn't go on the first?
they called it, not me.
A generous call from Randy Dalby. So back to a 1-2 count. And it doesn't matter. He goes to the knuckler. Frozen. We have not seen this from Dalby. He looks good with the yard style. Here's Carson Rose. He's been 2 for 4 in this game with 3 walks. Looked good so far. Rose had a good hack at that one, just missed it. Another good hack on a little slurve right there, but he's down in the count 0-2. Dalby looks really good here for the Cougars. And he gets a hold of a knuckler. Dalby to first. He's safe. Randy nearly made an unbelievable play, but Carson got a hold of the knuckleball. His first hit of the inning and first hit off of Dalby. So 1 on for the Panthers. 8-2 is our score. Dalby looks like he's got a little different arsenal here. A lot of sharp movement. Did not see that in the first 2 series. And it looks like the Cougars undoubtedly have the best lineup. Excuse me, best rotation in the league. And 1 out now to Christie. Good hack, good swing. Just missed it on a little straight ball. 2 strikes. And he got him to chase 74. First warning. That's a valid strikeout. Christie now with his 6th strikeout of the game. It's back to Carson Rose. Last call for the Panthers. They're going to drop this series. Oh, bender from Dalby. It's ahead. Slate 3 has been a series of sweeps, and Rose is not going to let that happen just yet. Unplayable double. Rose is now 2 for 2 off of Dalby. 2nd and 3rd. He's had himself a game. That's his 4th hit of the game. He's actually 4 for 6 on the game. Rose doing a good job here. Just putting bat on ball. That's all it is. Christie steps in, trying to extend the game. Good take. Looked like a slider with a finger ball. That's a veteran take from Logan Christie. And a good swing. Just missed that one. The signature slurve from Randy Dalby. Inside. 2-1 out of Logan Christie. Panthers down to their final out. Trailing by 6 here.
1v1. There's always pressure.
Jason chirping him at second. 2-1 to Christie. Since that home run from double, he's been a little quiet at the plate. We'll see if he can battle, and that ball is gone. We called it. We said he'd been quiet. He was due. And Carson Rose, Logan Christie, 3 consecutive hits off of Randy Dalby. They cut into it. It is a 8-5 ball game. 8-5 ball game. And here we go. Back to the top of the order for Carson Rose. What a filthy pitch from Randy Dalby, knuckleball. Rose with 4 hits on the series. Randy with the knuckler. Here we go. 2 outs. 8-5 ball game. What was that? Knuckler again. Two one. Oh, Rose swung at one out of the zone. Dalby did a good spot. Good job picking a spot right there. And they're down to their final strike, are the Panthers. Once again, just in danger of dropping this series. And dropping to 2-5 on the year. 2-6 on the year, rather. 2-2. Went with a screw change. Nearly got it to drop. Filthy pitch from Dalby. He looks really, really good on the mound. 3-2 now. Outside 4-2. Rose trying to get on. Big pitch right here. Full count. Tipped and fouled off. Rose stays alive on what looked like a straight ball. Full count. Back up the middle, and Carson Rose keeps it going. It is 8-5 with a runner on first. Carson Rose, his 3rd consecutive hit, 5th of the game. Christie chases a slider outside. A little slurve action right there. Inside. Christie had a good hack. 74 on the gun. Was that our first warning?
You already had one.
It was not. So it's a no pitch. This inning is going to run a little longer. A lot of offense. 8-5 ball game. 2 outs. That was a no pitch. Cougars trying to close it out. Panthers trying to extend the game. Christie to the right side. Ross makes the play. And that is the game on a pop out. Ross had a tough play, but Christie got that on ball. Not enough there. The Panthers dropped the series. We will go to game 3, looking to extend this series. 8-5 is our score. And we are back. And that is right. Carson Rose on the mound. Trying to give the Panthers a spark here. He will dig in against Randy Dalby. His first pitching appearance since last year's World Series. Also threw in the Big League Wiffle Ball Fall Tournament circuit. We'll see how he looks here today. Likely being careful with Dalby to open this one up. Not seeing much of Rose recently. These two have faced each other tons of times in the fast pitch world. Rose with a changeup got him to swing. Good pitch from Carson Rose. 3-1 now. Good to see a new arm in this league. Old but new. Off the top of the zone, and it's 3-2. Hopped up and foul. Rose working a straight ball here to open it up. 3-2 count. Nice pitch. That ball is foul. Touched it in foul ground. Dalby's going to stay alive once again. Here we go. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate, but we have a full count now to Randy Dalby. And he got him to chase in the dirt at 74, first warning. And that is strike 3. Carson Rose gets his first batter. Here comes Jackson Albers, the reunion. These two players. Rose really hasn't thrown much in the slow pitch realm since he returned from an ACL injury back in 2023, we believe. Yes, it was. He looks good so far. Got Dalby. Always a big out. He's got Albers 2-2 right now. League Wiffle Ball has thought about implementing box. We are not going to do so. It's part of the game. Quite literally half of Wiffle Ball, you balk. So 3-2 now. 1 out. Albers could take down low. And it is 4-2. Carson Rose, strike 3, but 77. That did look quick. That's ball 5. Unfortunate break, and Jackson Albers, who was taken all the way, gets lucky. So a strikeout and a walk to open this up. Here comes Reed Ross, familiar foe. Ross just missed one. Balls to his knees. Outside. 1-1. Up high. Two one. 2-1. Inside 3-1. That ball is gone. Reed Ross with his 3rd home run of the day. Out to right field, and Ross looks good here. 2-0. Reed Ross. He is back.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Easton's in for Reed.
Reed is heading out. What a day from Reed Ross. He's gonna leave his batting average as is. 1 out now. Carson Rose back to work. Inside. What a day from Reed Ross. He's 7 or 8 for 10 on the day. Big shot out to right field right there. Now he's behind in the count 2-0 to Dalby. Side. 3-0. Hopped up and foul. Changed it up right there. Three one.
Loading.
3-1. Inside down low. 4-1. All 5. And it will be Easton Miranda into the game for Reed Ross following this at bat from Albers. 1 on now. First runner on. Rose back to work on the mound. Really conserving the arm, and Albers. This is a 57-mile-an-hour slider on the top of the zone. Panthers could fall to 2-7. They did that the year they won the World Series, but not the place you want to be. Had the toughest schedule in the league so far. Albers pokes it to center. That ball is gone. A 2-run shot for Jackson Albers. 4-0 ball game. This series is ugly. Here is Easton Miranda trying to get on base for his first time this year. No, he did not. 2-0. A little lackluster series here between these two teams. Panthers really not in a good situation. 3-0 now. Outside corner, got the corner of the strike zone. 3-1 now. Rose really conserving the arm here. See if he decides to unleash or not. We shall see. Here we go. 3-1 count. Easton has a really good swing and just missed one right there. Swung just over it. 3-2 now. Outside, full count. Easton can record his first hit. Would be awesome, but not right there. Strike 3 at 68. Right down the middle. 2 outs now. Here comes Randy Dalby. Dalby leaves it inside. Rose really not throwing hard. It's Dalby to the left side. That's a single. Cougars boosting their stats here. Nothing you can do about it if you're them, but runner on. 2 outs now for Jackson Albers, fresh off his second bomb of his career. Carson, if you're going to pitch, bring it up a little bit, because No, it's not. 2-0. Inside 3-0. Wow. Ball 5, 74. Back to Easton. 2 on and 2 outs for the Cougars. Outside. Easton pops it up, and that's an out. Nearly had his first career hit. Good swing from the young rookie, but the Cougars get 4. The Panthers are going to have to hit their way to this game. 4-0. Bottom of the first. It'll be Randy Dalby back on the mound, as expected.
It was bouncing around back there.
4-0 Cougars. Dalby back to work. Panthers did put up 3 in their final inning earlier this series, but see if they can do anything here. We Carson and Christie. Back to work. Easton and left. And Rose back up to bat. 4 hits away from joining the 100-hit club is Carson Rose. See how that goes, but yeah, here we go. Here we go. Carson Rose, Randy Dalby. Strike 1. Outside did take 61 on a finger change right there from Dalby. Good take from Rose. A lot of movement right there. It's dropping off a cliff, and I really think it's because of that release point from Dalby. 2-1. And that one's into the Olanders. Carson Rose stays hot. That is now his 6th hit of the game. Series, and his 4th consecutive hit, all off of Randy Dalby. He has got his number. Good start for the Panthers. Side and low. 2-0. Christie had a good hack at that one, just missed it. Rose now up to 16 hits on the year. League leader is Jankowski at 20, followed by Tom Ulrich and Aeneas Sandoval at 17. Here we go. Christie trying to help his team out right here. Up high, good take. Dalby came into this series as the league's leading ERA pitcher, I guess. But yeah, he's labored in his 2 innings today. Dalby, what a pitch. Screw change, top of the zone. 1 out now. Back to Carson Rove. Christie did a good job to wait on that one, but there's nothing you can do with that pitch. That was filthy. Knuckleball inside, left it. 1 out and 1 on for the Panthers. Rose looks at a slide drop on the inside part. Panthers are 2-6 at the moment. Trying to avoid dropping to 2-7. That is the pitch we saw to Christie. That is just filthy. Dalby elevates and sort of lets that ball just float down. 2-1 count now. We did not. Outside. 3-1. It's a hot day. Not in the favor of these pitchers. 4-1 now. Rose showing a lot of discipline. Let's see what he does right here. Expect green light. And that was a green light swing. 4-2 now. Oh, we got away with one. Giving a second life. Here we go. 4-2. Up the middle. Dalby off the hands. Does not make the play. Christie going to 3. We're going to give it an air. Just wanted to see his reaction. That's a hit. It is a hit. We just wanted to see the reaction. First and third. Now just 2 hits away from 100 hits. He came into the series saying he was going to do it. And Rose smirking. The only other member of the 100-hit club happened when the Wolves faced the Cougars on opening day. The Cougars are familiar with these ceremonies. Did that get a piece? I am not sure if it did. Dalby facing a tough 2-man lineup right here with Rose and Christie. Rose, like we said, now 5 straight hits. Dating back to last game. Unbelievable stuff. We're seeing from BLW veteran. The question will be for the Panthers whether they can lock it down on the mound. Here's Christie at the plate. He swings over a screw change, 60 miles an hour on the gun. 2 strikes now. .74. First warning. That is a valid strikeout. And we are back to the top of the order. 2 outs. First and third. Randy Dalby. Back to work. Let's see what he does here with Rose. He's had Christie's number. See with Rose. Bottom 1. Swings at a knuckleball. Good pitch from Dalby. That one broke out of the zone. 4, strike 1. Rose swings through a changeup, and it is 0-2 now. Once upon a time, Carson Rose hit a fast pitch home run off Randy Dalby back in the day. The Western Wiffle Ball Classic. Fouls it off, stays alive. 0-2 still. Jason Rose on first. Logan Christie on third. Both ready to run. Rose sitting at 98 hits on his career. A 6-year career, and that ball is in play. Another hit. He is out. Robs his son of a hit because he is not running to second. Terrible hustle from Jason Rose. And on the other side of that, what a play from Easton Miranda. That's one of the better plays we've seen. Rarely do we see a put out at second. I don't think Rose was expecting that opportunity. Carson's still sitting at first. Are you trying to challenge that? Okay. We'll take a look in the meantime. And in the meantime, Christie's back up on the mound. Panthers' opportunity to score goes to waste. Here we go. Top 2, 4-0. And Rose did a good job to put a swing on that changeup. To no avail, though. What a weird pitch from Logan Christie. Sailed that one. Down low. 2-0. Popped up and gone. Randy Dalby picks up where he left off. That is 3 Cougars players who have a home run in this ball game. 5-0 is our score. The Panthers can hit, but the question is, can they hold them? So far, the answer has been no. Oh, 1. Ugly situation here. Yeah. Taking each other. 1-1 count now. To Jackson Albers. Popped up and that ball is gone. Got through the trees. And Jackson Albers now with his second home run of the game. 6-0 is our score. The Panthers need to do something about their pitching because this is getting ugly. What'd you say? Bro, you've given up like 4 bombs. What are you talking about? Good swing from Easton. The youngest player in Big League Wiffle Ball. It's a crazy. 0-1. 6-0 ball game. Still nobody out here. Back-to-back bombs for Cougars. Just like how. Easton holds up. Had a pop out his last time up. He gets a hold of one. It'll be his first career hit. Pretty cool moment here in Big League Wiffle Ball. That ball is hit off the wall. Easton Miranda trying to stretch it to 2. Yes, he will. The youngest player in Big League Wiffle Ball is fired up. Look at the little man. What a rip. And here comes Dalby, the tallest player in Big League Wiffle Ball. Easton. First hit of his career. Congratulations, Easton Miranda. Nobody out still in the second. Dalby had a big hack at that one. Chrissy just trying to get it over the plate at this point. And if you're the Panthers, expect change after this series because it is not working out.
Worried about it.
1-2. Christie at 72 on the gun. Just missed it outside. Dalby is 2 for 3 in this game with a walk, home run. Really bounced back. Making a name for himself a case for the MVP this year. The Cougars can make a run at the 1 seed. It'll be tough to catch Andrew Leday, though. Hit to the left side. Rose does a good job to field it. No play at first. Easton with good base running. Really, that's a tough play. If you throw it to first, Easton goes to third. Smart play to hold it. First and second now. Strike one. Outside. Still nobody out in this one. Jackson Albers, who is 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, swings over a filthy drop ball from Logan Christie for the first out of the inning. We've got one away here. For Easton Miranda. Strike one shows him a different look. That hit from Easton wasn't just a double, that was a rocket off the wall. We've been saying if he connects with one, he's going to let it rip, and it looks like it right there. Swings over a screw. 2 strikes now to the rookie. Outside. Ball broken, so we're going to take a look at this year's on-base percentage leaders in the meantime. Tommy Hernandez leads it, 629. Joe Jankowski follows. Aeneas Sandoval in third, Randy Dalby in fourth, and Logan Rose in fifth. So we're sure to see some of the Cougars players, potentially Carson Rose as well, on this leaderboard following this series, especially the way it's gone. That is strike 3 to Easton Miranda. 2 outs now. Back to the top of the order for Dalby, most dangerous hitter in this league. First and second, 2 outs. Fouls it back. Christie just working a slider, change, little screw change action. Different windup. We saw that at the start of last year. Came into the league with that windup. He's gone back to more traditional look. But it was effective for the first couple series. Fouled into the zone. 2 strikes. And that ball is in play. Unlucky break for the Panthers. Nothing you can do about that if you're Logan Christie. Looks like he broke the ball as he hit it. Bases loaded. A different look. Albers, can you adjust that really quick? The camera. It's like, thank you. 1-0. Swings over one. 1-1 count now. Albers, 2 home runs in this game. Came into the series and his season with no home runs on his career. This year he's got 1, and today he's got 2. So a total of 3 for Jackson Albers. 2 strikes now. Fouled into the zone. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the second. Panthers get out of a jam where the bases were loaded, but a lot of work to do here. Bottom of 2. Dad, can you double tap the red?
Double tap what?
The red record button on the camera? Thank you. Bottom two, really, the not really. You could get out quickly if you needed. And as we go to the bottom of the second, really the only storyline that remains, if the Panthers came out and comeback, is Carson Rosen missed hits. Was robbed of yet another hit, but he lies too shy of 100 on his career. So we look at the Big League Wiffle Ball all-time hits leaderboard updated. Carson Rose at 98 at the moment. Had 7 hits on the day. He needs 2 more. Here's Logan Christie. Albie has retired him the last 3 times after a home run. Two straight changeups to open this at bat against Logan Christie. Inside, no, he did not. Cougars trying to close it out with a sweep. Every single series in Slate 3 has been a sweep, really separating some of the teams in the standings. But if the Cougars win this, they'll move up to tied for second. They do not have the tiebreaker with the Wolves, but tied for second in the league as Christie chases. Get another pitch for out number 1. 1 out now, back to the top of the order for Carson Rose. It is Dalby on the mound. Inside, no, he did not. Rose done a good job today. It's really patient at the plate as well. It's a really good pitch from Dalby. Just left it outside. Rose fouls it off. Dalby got away with one. That one over the zone. 2-1 count now. Bottom of 2. We are in the bottom of the second. 3-1. Rose just missed one. Foul. 3-2 to Carson Rose. Outside, good take. Went with the finger ball. Tried to get him to chase. He did not. That was working for Dalby in Dallas when he faced Carson Rose and some of the others, but not today. That is just filthy. Off the top of the zone. And strike 3 for Randy Dalby. 2 outs now. That is Carson Rose's, actually, excuse me, the fielder's choice last inning, but we were looking at only the second time he's been retired in the last 8 or 9 batters. Job from Dalby. What was that? Filthy knuckleball from Randy Dalby. And he is up in the count 0-1. Could be from Christie. Down low. This is a Panthers team that just fell short in the World Series last year. 4 games. Struggled to open up this year. And the hitting has been the key. The strength of this team has not been enough to overcome the pitching. Dalby blows it by him, and that is strike 3. 3 up and 3 down here. Quick inning from Randy Dalby. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Panthers trying to limit it. Last call for the Cougars. Easton is ready to hit. Christie loves that. He's one of the fastest pitchers. Does not take much time in between innings. 2-0 as the little man wears one. Here in the top of the third. Up high. Rio. Easton, it is foul. There was no break towards the ball from the Panthers. Really been a rough defensive series we've seen. Like we said, do not have Mason Ferris, but that is no excuse. It's not been one, it's been all of them. Yep, it's all good. That is ball 5. He walks Easton Miranda. He's had a quiet but good series. 1 for 4 on the day with a walk now. Back to the top of the order for Dolby. 1 on. Back it a piece. No, it didn't. Okay. Big swing, big pitch from Randy Dolby. 1-1 count now. One of the quieter series we've seen here. Big League Wiffle Ball, likely because of the scoring. A lot of disparity in this series, but here we go. Different look from Christie. 2-2 now. Two. Inside, try to go with that again. Like we said, when he goes to that look, he hasn't even thrown a strike with that look on the mound so far. So interesting decision. The Cougars to lay off 3-2, 4-2 now. That ball is destroyed. Randy Dolby as the ball pinballs down from the trees. Randy Dolby makes it an 8-0 game. Christie to his knees. And folks, the Cougars, that might have been the dagger if it was not already in place. Panthers look like they're struggling. Randy Dolby, his second big fly of the game. Easton Miranda scores his first run of his career. We have an 8-0 game. Christie is going to have to get out of this one way or another. He is laboring on the mound. He's done it before, but without a second arm, this is the problem for this Panthers team. Inside and up high. 3-1. Just tell from the Panthers, their body language does not look good. It's been rough the entire day. Lazy defense. Ball 5 to Albers. And we're back to Easton. Good swing from Easton. 1-1 now. For the Panthers, there are games like we saw against the Diamonds, one of the better series we've seen, and then there's what we're seeing today. It is a hot series. See what the aftermath of it is. 2-2 on the youngster. Fouls it off to stay alive. Job from Easton. Doing his job. Outside. Just really laboring on the mound. Then he swings at ball 5. 4 out, number 1. 1 out now. Easton's done a good job in the place of Reed Ross, who left following game 2. Had a big day himself. The Cougars, 5 home runs in this game. Might be a BLW record. Got 7 home runs on the day against this Panthers team as Dalby swings over one right there. Dalby up the middle. No play at first. He sails it. Carson Rose was not at first. A lazy throw and a lazy play. First and third now. This is a rough performance from the Panthers. Really tough look. And Jason Rose is out of here. I think he had a 5:10 meeting. Albers down the line. That's in to left field, and this is ugly. Rose misses it. Second and third now. We're going to implement a 10-run mercy because we got to get done with this series. Yeah. Any run will end this series. 10-run mercy. Easton swings over it. Expect there to be changes in the Panthers clubhouse after this one. After 2 innings, a 10-run mercy is implemented. That is how that works. It happened in the Wolves Extreme Series. Two. Got the outside corner. That is strike 3. 2 outs now. A 1 to Dalby, who hits it to the left side. Albers is running fielder's choice. Dalby just trying to get out of that inning for his own team. Hardy has 6 hits on the day. That is also not a run rule, so only 3 runs right there. 9-0 is our score.
Someone's got to go running. I don't know if he's outside.
All right, 9-0. As Carson Rose swings on a cricket pitch. Nobody out, bottom of the third. Panthers are going to have to score 9 here if they want a chance. And arguably the ugliest series in Big League Wiffle history. We apologize to our viewers. This will, competition will not be like this again. Rose to the left side. That's a hit.
Starts now.
99. But it doesn't matter because they are down 9-0. He has done a really good job at the plate today. We will say that. Rose put bat on ball all day long. It's his 8th hit of the series. Dalby with a filthy knuckler. 2 strikes now. All blurry down there. We're going to fix that in a second. 2 strikes to Christie. He strikes out. 1 out. There we go. 1 on, 1 out for Carson Rose. The big storyline here is the 100 hit club, as we mentioned. 1 hit away now. 99. But regardless, 2-7 is going to be the Panthers' record here. So we head into the All-Star break. Rio. Dalby on the mound. 4-0, tossing a shutout. It's not going at him. That is true. If Carson Rose walks, he will get another at bat. We'll see if he does it for the good of the team. If Dalby continues to throw balls. That ball is up the middle. Christie doesn't run it out. It's going to be a ground out. Carson Rose has done it. His 100th hit of his career. And, yeah. Congratulations, Carson Rose. 2nd member of the 100 Hits Club.
There was.
What a moment. What a big moment in Big League Wiffle Ball. Just unprecedented. Now, on a real note, it is pretty impressive what he's done today. 9 hits on the day, off some of the better pitching in the league. 1 out now for Christie. Sorry, we're going to have to continue with the blurred camera. Christie's just struggled at the plate all day. Does have a bomb, though. A couple of RBIs. Just missing every single pitch, it seems like, just by half an inch.
I know I figured it.
And that is strike 3. No, it is not. Strike 2. Same pitch, slider, just swinging through it again. And if you're just joining us, Carson Rose joined the 100 hit club. 9 hits on the day. That is the exact same routine we've seen all day. Slider, slider, slurve to get him to chase. 2 outs now. You look at the scorebook, it's been single strikeout, single strikeout. Single strikeout, single strikeout for the Panthers. Rose getting on and Christie striking out. What a pitch from Dalby. Good change of speeds. Panthers trying to avoid being shut out here. They do have 4 hits courtesy of Rose, but they're shut out. Again, we apologize for the blurred camera. One. Arson Rose. This series winds down. He's done the majority of his work off Dolby, one of America's better pitchers. 2-1. Fouls into the zone. Same pitch Christie's been swinging over. Cougars on the verge of a sweep. We do not know if Jackson Albers has ever swept a team besides the Desert Diamonds. Up high with the knuckler. Did not go. Three-two. That is it. That is the series. An ugly one wraps up 9-0 is our final score. As the Cougars sweep the Panthers. They improved to 6-3 on the year.
Wait,
The Panthers
is this game done?
Panthers fall to 2-7. And we will see what happens at the All-Star break. Panthers Cougars. That's a wrap.